Michael Pratt from Tulane. All right. Michael Pratt was 6'3", 220 pounds, 22 years old. So at least a little younger. 22, he did 13 games, 63.6 completion percentage, 3,009 yards, 27 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 161.8 passer efficiency rating. Last year, 11 games, 65.4 completion percentage, 2,406 yards, 22 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a 158.9 passer efficiency rating with a 78.3 PFF grade. Not shabby. Not too shabby. Pros and cons wise here. Pros is shows poise in the pocket, makes good decisions. He's tough, and he's durable. Do you want to give the negatives, Nancy?
Oh, yes. Mr. Khan over here. Khan.
Oh,
since I already did this, let's talk about his arm strength because it's kind of lacking.
Oh.
For all of you guys out there in podcast land, I was doing the Khan like William Shatner. My fists are in the air.
Khan!
Khan! Anyway, yeah, so...
This spaceship has the finest Corinthian leather. I always thought Ricardo Montalban would have been like an amazing Count Dracula.
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. That's why I said it.
Listen, he's no Milton. He's not going to throw the ball down the field. He's going to be that short, throw guy. He's slow to process at times, and his velocity is inconsistent. Like sometimes he's going to throw you a beam, sometimes he's going to throw you a loft, and sometimes he doesn't know when to throw either one of those.
Yeah, I feel like with coaching, with the right coaching, obviously, this guy could be a starter in this league, potentially. My question is, does he ever reach to be a average to high-end starter, or is he a guy that you start for a little bit and then you realize, no, that's a mistake. He should be a backup.
Is he Jameis Winston? Well, Jameis Winston can throw it down the field.
No, I mean, like, if you want to talk about who you would compare him to as far as, like, quarterback-wise, and this is another guy who went to a green college as well, I would say I'm like a Chad Pennington kind of guy.
Oh.
Good form, does well in the pocket, not necessarily the quickest guy in the world, doesn't necessarily the best arm strength,
That's really good.
Finds a way to get it done.
Right there.
Yeah,
listen,
like that's
he's going to throw you he's going to throw you a pass within the 20 yards, and he's got the good mindset. He may win you a playoff game, but other than that, like he doesn't have the ability to throw you that 40-yard bomb down the field.
Listen, I was a big fan of Chad Pennington as well. I thought he was underrated as a quarterback personally. I mean, the guy ended up his career with a 44-37 career as a starting quarterback, above 500
as a Jet.
What is your most? No, that's his career. If you want to talk just as a Jet, I'd have to take it out. Let's see. He was 12-8 as a Dolphin. So probably still a similar at that point, but would he be 32-29 as a Jet?
Yeah, and also at the same time, the Jets weren't that good either.
No, but you know what it was? I felt like he was the guy they won with. I feel like that's the most important stat. In the end, and we talk about the individual stats because we're trying to figure out the individual players. But there are some guys who are prone to winning and some guys who are point blank just not. Chad Pennington was a guy who was prone to winning. The question is Michael Pratt a guy prone to winning? Is he a guy who can overcome some of the issues he has with leadership and just having an efficient, short and intermediate passing system at that point, like a West Coast kind of thing that just never goes downhill? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if that can be successful at all in the NFL nowadays. But if you look at what we have in this team, we're kind of set up for that the way we've been doing with getting, slot receiver after slot receiver after slot receiver, and we'd have to see if that's what they continue doing, and that's what they continue getting is slot receiver kind of guys. But like I said, I think that he's a guy that'll get a shot, and what he does with that shot will determine where the rest of his career ends up. If he ends up as a starter, it already ends up as staying as a backup there. But he's an interesting one. Honestly, I think out of all the guys that we're going to talk about today, I think he has the highest floor. The problem is I can't sit there and say he's the highest ceiling, and that's why he's the third on our list here, and the 9th quarterback overall.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
He's close to the highest floor. Yeah, you're not wrong for saying that.
So I'm saying I think and that Moonbay floor is he's going to be a very good backup in this league. I think that's his floor. And some of these guys, let's be honest, will not be in the league in 2-3 years. So,
thanks for listening to Two Giant Goofballs, a New York Giants podcast. We appreciate your support.
Thanks so much.